Ask Reddit. Women of Reddit, what about men baffles you the most? How do you guys do that thing where you take off your shirt with one hand from like behind the neck? I'm serious. Other than that, I think I'm past the point of feeling baffled by anything you all do. Looser shirts, no boobs, and no long hair to get in the way. I'm a dude with long hair. Just tried this for the first time without thinking. It got in the way and hurt. A man's need to stand up and pee is awe-inspiring. I'm an IQ nurse and have seen men try to rip out breathing tubes, fourths, pull themselves up when paralyzed, all in the name of standing up to pee. Sir, you have a catheter in means nothing to a man who feels the need to stand up and pee. That underwear flap, do you actually use it? Or do you just pull your DK out of your underwear to pee? Cause it seems to be that I'd be fumbling to get my DK through the flap. Never do that while urinating. Sometimes when I'm laying down I'll pull my DK through it and let it hang out. I'm not sure why. Cause it feels good to be free. How much some penises grow during erections, like holy shit. Where did that come from? Where does it go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Are all guys like that? I've also only seen a flaccid penis once. I know showers supposedly exist, but I have yet to encounter one. What they do with their penis when they sit down to poop? It goes into the bowl. You have to be careful not to let it touch anything in there though. Worst feeling ever. Worst feeling ever is sitting at an airport bathroom, O'Hare, I think, and realizing the bowls are super shallow, so you just dunked your DK in a public toilet bowl. Fuck. I feel a lot better reading this thread because it seems like most women are just completely in the dark. Same. Suddenly feeling a lot less insecure. Do your DK and balls float a little in water like boobs do? As a general rule, the penis will float, but the ballsack will shrink and stick tightly to the rest of the body, leaving it no room to float. Boobs float in the water? How do you go through life having people know every time you get super turned on? It'd be so exhausting, having to talk myself out of being horny, just so people don't see it. If you are a woman, trust me, you are not aware of even 25% of the time it is happening. This is a really random question, but one I have been asking myself for a while, and am too ashamed to ask someone in person. When guys have to pee and poop, do you pee standing up and then sit down and poop, or do you just sit and pee and poop together? Edit. Thanks for the answers, guys. Pooping is awesome for everyone. Two birds, one stone. This, you get used to pooping while standing. How violently they greet each other. Showing emotions is gay, so when you are glad to meet your friend you beat the gay away. How little they cry. I've been married for almost 12 years and have seen my husband cry exactly 3 times. He's probably seen me cry at least once a month. I've only seen my dad cry once. It baffles me how wearing boxers don't make your pants look like they've just been stuffed with cloth, which is essentially what is happening. How their balls manage to age quicker than they do. They've seen some sit man. They see their closest friend get beaten to within an inch of his life almost daily, sometimes twice a day. When I approach women with problems I'm having, big or small, they seem to commiserate / sympathize / empathize. When I approach men with the same problems, they try to take action to fix them. I genuinely wonder what the wiring difference is. Neither are bad responses, just noticeably different. Why must you hump me when I'm bent over? Instinct, baby. It's a joke, but it's really not. Every time a hot girl bends over, that voice in the back of my head starts up, bro, go hump that. Then I'm all like, nah, that would be socially unacceptable. And the head voice is all, well, just think about it then. And I'm like, I'm glad you're good at compromising when I'm sober. That sometimes during a conversation, you can really not hear the other person. I can be intently listening to someone, and they can say something and it just sounds like gibberish to me. Start thinking too much about how important it is to listen, that you neglect to actually listen. How men can get into a knockdown drag-out fight and then be best friends moments after. How does this even work? How do men drop grudges after they drop their fists? It's how we keep from talking behind our backs for a year about that Beth Susie. I just read this topic to my girlfriend. She responds, the fact that I can say boob and you will get a boner. How much their minds wander. Today at lunch 2 of my friends had an argument about male cows and bulls. I think one of your friends might just be dumb. The ones that assume they need to have money to impress me. Back when I was dating, I occasionally had guys tell me that they wanted to spend time with me but couldn't afford to take me someplace nice. It seemed to weird some of them out, or at least confuse them, when I told them that if they wanted to spend time with me, we could go someplace cheap, B, we could go someplace free, C, we could go someplace reasonable and each pay for our own, or hey, novel concept E, I just got paid and can take you out. Most of them took it like an insult. In the meantime I'm over here like, if I'm impressed or not has literally nothing to do with the contents of your wallet. WTF. Many men judge their self-worth on their work. Since money comes from work and work equals worth, no money equals no self-worth. It's a self-esteem thing. Also, online dating statistics indicate that the 2 most important factors for most women are how hot the guy is and how much money he has. How guys can take a sit for like 20 minutes. They literally bring like a book and a phone and make a day of it. For girls sitting, taking longer than 15 seconds means there's a problem. It's our little cave of solitude. Do you have some kind of listening off switch? Guys will literally ask you a question and then not listen to a word of your answer. There are a couple of guys in my class who either are sleeping or B, playing Clash of Clans on their iPhones, but still manage to ace every test in every class. What the absolute uck. Farting all of the time and not even feeling a little bit embarrassed. Most of the times indifferent, sometimes proud. Punctuating your sentences with farts. Farting as loud as possible. My boyfriend started doing this like 3 months in. I have accidentally farted about 3 times in 6 years. Actually, it baffles me how much friction there is in a man's butt crack. Life's too short to be embarrassed about something that happens naturally. I'm pretty sure my whole life has been a 25-year farting contest with my friends. Obliviousness. It was New Year's Eve in 1999. I just knew my BF wanted to tell me he loved me. We were walking around in the freezing snow and he kept stopping and saying, looking all shy, I have to tell you something but I'm scared. I assured him it was okay and I wouldn't laugh or anything. He took a deep breath, paused, stared at the sky, and with complete seriousness said, have you ever seen your own farts? They don't get how sexy they are. Not in the way they usually think, muscles, but the way they work their hair, when they think no one is looking, little half smiles, shirt riding up to show their skin, stuff like that. Dudes doing little things can get a lady wet as hell, and it seems like that part of male sexuality is glossed over in our culture. I know you straight guys don't get it, but we love looking at you like looking at us. Whenever I explain this to male friends, they look at me like I'm nuts. Why is it so hard to believe?